So at the moment, this is Mike Anthony in Ann Arbor and Wajen at the University of Texas, and we're hoping that we will see some of our colleagues very shortly on this call. What I think has happened since our last meeting, Wajen, is that they did enter a contract, or they're bidding to get a contract together, and let me see if I can find us back at our site. I regret very often that it's hard for me to, I have so many places where I go that people have to suffer with me as I pick through our, so that's where I believe they have done. And if I go to Jim Harvey's email here, you will see that he was asking us about getting ready to sign this. So I suppose what I can do now is a draft contract. So here's what Jim wrote us a couple days ago. He was asking Bill and Don Bramlett and Bill Moylan, any words of wisdom before he goes to the IAS meeting. Okay, that's on the before. I would prefer to have your thoughts and blessing before showing it to the LEAP and possibly others. Okay, so let's see. Then Don came back.
By the way, do you prepare any presentation for the health and education facility?
We will have something for them. I'll have a piece of paper. I don't know if I'm going to have a PowerPoint, but I know I'm also working on an abstract for.
Yeah, because what I will have is I'm going to bring a video projector with me, computer projector with me.
Okay.
So if you have a PowerPoint.
Okay. All right. Well, I'll work on it. When is that? When will be that? Do you know exact when that meeting will occur?
Is that a Monday afternoon or?
That's what I have to get. I've been so busy. I don't know if you know this, but I'll tell you. I've been. This is my excuse for not being totally up to date. Is I'm in charge. I have the chairman. I'm hosting the chairman of the American National Standards Institute here, and as you can tell, I'm cutting it really close. I'm going to be in Vancouver up until the 8th, and then flying back on the 9th, and then he rolls into town. So I've been very preoccupied with that. So I can pull together a PowerPoint as fast as anybody, and I can talk about 15, 20 minutes on it. So, but knowing exactly when that meeting will be very helpful. Do you know Monday? It's in Vancouver, so this would be. I better write this down. So this is ENHE presentation. And do you know the exact time or room?
Let me see.
I can get to the program is right here.
No, it's not in the. I don't think it's in the program.
Here we go. That would be an ICPS committee. I can search on that.
It's it is 2 to 3 and 3 to 4. 2 meetings side by side.
2 to 3 and 3 to 4.
And 3 to 4. Yes.
Okay. All right. So then I'll get that right. 2 to 3 and 3 to 4. And which
3 to 4 is the basically internal ICPS one.
I see.
Okay.
So
But
2 to 3 is when we present.
2 to 3, I believe it's 2 to 3. Yes.
Okay. All right. So I'll do that. I'm going to put Jim Harvey on it because I don't know if he's. Of course, I'll put you on it, and I'll put I'll add more as we understand this. Now, we're not starting from scratch, of course. We do have we do have a site set up. We also have a scope here. We have a scope statement, and what I thought we would do is I'll be working basically. We'll take this and put it in PowerPoint form.
Mm-hmm.
I'll add some other things. What I was going to add was I was going to show in the organization. I'll get a few organizational charts so people understand, and you've probably seen this before, but these people are what I'll say underserved. There's no place for them to go.
Mm-hmm.
And this guy has a travel budget, and these guys may not have a travel budget, but I've got to get access to what they know, and they probably need what we know. Now, I have a question, and you're probably a very good person to be able to answer this question. Sometimes, in fact, many times, most people are not good at doing IEEE papers. In some cases, people's knowledge base makes that more suited to a poster presentation. So do you think that it's possible for in the Detroit conference that we have poster presentations?
Well, you can do that. It's not this. Nobody say no.
Okay, so
Okay.
you know
if you want to have a poster, then that'll be fine.
Okay, so because these people might, they just may not be paper writers. I know that I can probably get about, if I'm lucky, I've got to have the data to do papers. I'm going to be, at this point in my career, I've been organizing so much. I don't do the day-to-day so I'm interested in this particular issue, for example, getting resistance grounding for hospital campus power systems. I don't know the technical specifics, like obviously David Shipp and John Ogle here, but I do know that I would like to see that track a little bit more heavily in the NEC, and that when new power systems are being laid out, that architects and engineers are not afraid of them. And very often those engineers are being paid by a mechanical engineering company that just says, just do it the way the NEC says, which of course says that will be solid grounding. And for hospital campuses, that's not really optimal. We know that. So anyway, but those same people, but there's other people, for example, that might have this guy here. He might be the University of Texas's best electrical engineer, and he's probably supervising maybe 20 or 30 other electricians, and he's not so inclined to want to do a paper, but he can put things together on a poster or on PowerPoint or some version of either of the two. We can give him some airtime. So I know that.
Okay, so let me give you the detailed schedule.
Okay.
So that's basically education and healthcare facility subcommittee. It's 4 to 5 p.m.
Oh, it's 4 to 5 p.m. Okay.
4 to 5 Monday afternoon. Okay, and then it will be on the Galiano room, Galiano. It's on the 4th floor, South Tower.
Are you able to see my screen, Wai-Jen?
Yeah.
Okay. So do I have this right? Galiano room, 4th floor, South Tower?
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, okay. And what I'll do is I'm assuming Peter's going to be there anyway, so I don't.
Yeah, Peter will be there.
I don't want to overdo it, so Jim will just say I'll prepare some slides for that then. Okay, thank you.
Yeah, prepare some slides. Basically, it's 1 hour time slot. So
I have a whole hour to present there. Wow.
yeah, that's a whole hour. They reserve whole hour.
I didn't know that, but I can make this work. I can make it work. Sure. Yeah.
Okay.
All right. Good. Well, okay, so it looks like we're going to be we're talking more about what's happening in Vancouver than we are what's happening in Detroit. Um,
Hmm.
and so that's fair enough here.
So that would be their time. Okay, that would be local time.
Local time. I've got that. Yeah, I'll get that fixed. The
Okay.
Google Calendar will drive you nuts with that. I swear. I never seem to get it right. Let's see. Is it showing up here in my new calendar? Has it been refreshed yet? Yeah, there it is. We'll get it. We'll just say it's local time. That's what I do, and I say it's that local time. So, okay.
Okay.
So getting back, and I actually have, I do have a time constraint here, larger because it's hard to get a transcription on a video that's longer than a half an hour. So for
Hmm.
others that will be watching these, I don't know, by the way, just to let you know, Wai-Jen, I have found that these YouTube clips have been very helpful for me in my work here at U of M. I will typically have maybe 2 or 3 at a teleconference, but I have where's here's the IEEE one here. So I have a list, and we try to cover some of these, and other people. So for example here, okay, there's only 3 people. So there's 2 other people that actually. How many people were looking at this one? There's 2 views. So it's not just me, and it's not just me checking up on myself. 4 views.
Hmm.
So you're getting a sense of people actually seeing these. They actually can't be at the meeting. So these are very helpful. So getting
Hmm.
back to where we are with Jim's. So here was the answer that was given by Don on the hotel. I've given a cursory
Okay.
review and 1 comment, and it looks like there's a contract between Marriott and IEEE. He's
Yes.
saying something about a sales tax, and this needs to be made aware of the paperwork of the Marriott and large vendors. See the attachment below, and we'll save a lot of money. I've used this exemption for, okay. So I think, so here's the contract itself. Okay, so what I'll do is I'll put this, it's quite a big contract too, 23rd day of September.
Well, basically the same thing. I give it to you.
Is it? Okay.
Yeah,
All right.
it's the same thing. Yeah, it's basically that was the contract we have with Marriott. Okay, the Washington is a Marriott chain, so I truly does have the contract with them.
Okay. All right. Well, that
So that's nothing
nothing new. Okay.
different, nothing new. No.
Okay. So this looks like this is something that Don has sent. I get it. Okay. So I'll make sure this goes on to the meeting record then.
Yeah, they're the same, and then they basically okay. Well, a lot of time. Well, when I did it, I basically asked IEEE to basically negotiate with them. Okay, I kind of authorized IEEE to do that on my behalf, and eventually I signed it.
Okay. So it doesn't put anybody on the hook
No, yes,
personally.
it does. It does.
Oh, it does.
Well, it's not the personally, but it's basically as an organization committee.
I see.
It
Okay.
does put you on the hook.
More reason for me to get started. Now that I have a reasonable website to work with, I can start looking for sponsors. And my hope is that, I'm trying to see, is it picking it up? Yeah, it's uploading it. So I'm putting those documents as part of this meeting's record. Now that I have a website to work with, I will work with some, I'll get it rolling. This will allow me to start going to the utilities. It'll allow me to go to the colleges and universities in the area. We expect that Jim and I will be able to get a fair number of the of, uh, uh, of the colleges and universities that are just in the Detroit area here, but also there's the University of Windsor, and there's
Yeah.
also University of Western Ontario. So I'm rather excited about the
Hmm.
possibility of using this. Um, and where's our other website? Is this our website? No, it's not our website. Here, anyway, so I'll be expanding this one a little bit, and this will be the front for it. So
Okay.
we'll probably have to keep this one just for planning purposes. Probably keep it for
Hmm.
planning, and then our what I'll call our customer facing, the one that we'll be sending out and starting announcements. So I can actually use this for a call for papers now.
Hmm.
right? So one thing
Yep.
you were very helpful about last time was that I now have a schedule. Here we go. So you'll notice that I took
Hmm.
here's you sent me an email,
Yes.
and so what we'll do then is that I'll start to put this up, all this information up there, and I will wait until after the. I should wait until after the other conference, the
Yes.
Calgary conference, before I do a
Yeah,
call
the
for
Calgary
papers.
conference over, then you
Okay,
basically have the people submit
good.
on this.
Yeah, but what I want to do though is that I'd start at the ICP&S meeting. Okay, so I'm going to write this down here. Um, Mike would like to. Mike will be in attendance uh, uh, at the Vancouver meeting, but I want to start. But wants to start communicating with communicating with vendors, vendors and sponsors for the 2016 conference to defray some costs. Yeah. Okay, we'll just leave it at that. So that's my motivation for wanting to get the website and the website, our new website is an important tool. So,
Hmm.
but Mike wants some help on this. But Mike wants some backup. Wants some backup on this. So, you have students working for you there, right?
Yes, of
Yeah.
course.
So are they able to? So we can actually go to the mailing list now,
Hmm.
and some on that mailing list are some sponsors already, right? I think let me see, mailing list. I think I already have that mailing list.
Yeah, I just I didn't use the mailing list for the sponsor. I basically called the people that I know and asked for the sponsorship.
I see. Okay. All right. You call the people, you got it. All right. So,
Yeah, and I talked to Bill a couple of days ago.
oh, did you? Good.
Yeah, I say okay. Well, what I did is basically call the company, and then he know the company. Okay, so
Well, it
and
seems to
he used the software. So
okay. Well, it seems to me that you've already have relationships. I'm going to break new ground. So let me just
okay.
say that I'll be approaching new sponsors,
Hmm.
and that would be my objective here. So Mike will
Okay.
approach new sponsors. Months and back. He will approach new sponsors. Mike, Mike, Mike will approach new sponsors. Will approach. Oh, wait, new sponsors, and let others cultivate cultivate their existing relationships with other vendors. So I think everybody knows what that means. Okay, that might be all I can do for today. I don't know about you.
Okay. Yeah, that's about it.
Yeah, that's why we spent a good half hour here getting things pulled together, and I will put this audio up there for others to hear. And I guess I will see you probably, when do I get there? Sunday night. I'll see you probably, I will give you a draft of my PowerPoint.
Hmm.
Or Prezi. I find Prezi to work on the fly. Prezi works better when I'm in an airport. And my flight is 14 hours. My flight is 14 hours. And
14
so
hours.
14 hours, yeah. So I'll try to work I don't even know what kind of, I might have to work in PowerPoint because I don't know if they do cloud-based stuff there. So
No, I probably not.
yeah,
That's the concern. Yeah.
yeah, okay. So I'll work it in PowerPoint then. I'll let you guys see it, and I'll
Hmm.
post it. I'll do emails, but I'll probably post it. We had this meeting, didn't we? Yeah, we had this meeting last week. So.
Hmm.
Um, What did we do this last week? Okay, so Vancouver, logistics and critical meetings. Got that. Got that. Okay. All right. Thank you very much for your time, Wajen.
Oh, you're welcome.
And safe travels for you. I'll see you in a couple days.
Okay.
Take care. Bye-bye.
Okay. Bye.